Hi friends, it's Julia. I'm here to share what's left over from my February 2018 Counterfeit Kit Challenge kit. The initial kit was inspired by the Noel Mignon Vintage Spring Daily Kit, and I'm not sure if that was a February kit for Noel Mignon or if it's just maybe a January or before February. That's Counterfeit Kit. The Counterfeit Kit Challenge blog chose that one in February. I don't know when the original kit came out by Noel Mignon. So anyway, what I did was I pulled together a paper pack from my collection and lots of embellishments from my collection to create layouts as well as cards. And so this is my Out with the Old and Layout Share video. This is what I have left of the pattern paper. Now I had added in scraps of paper as well as cardstock and the paper pad. The paper pad came originally with 48 sheets. I divided those with my sister, so she got 24, I got 24, and I think I had used the kit maybe, or the paper pack maybe one time and maybe used one or two pieces of paper. So I basically had about 20 or 22 sheets of paper in this paper pad. Plus I added in a couple of extra stray pieces of paper from my stash as well as scraps of paper. And you can go back and look at my video that shows when I put the kit together what it all started with. But really and truly, this is all I have left. Lots of bits and pieces. A lot of this will go into the trash. Some of it will go into my scrap bin. But I really got good use out of this paper pad, and I love this. This was a Michaels Recollections brand paper pad. Boutique Bonjour, or Bonjour Boutique, whichever, is what it was called. I had added in stamps for 6 sets, 4 from Close to My Heart and 2 from Stampin' Up. This set is called Blossoming Expressions. I did use it, and I used it a lot. This one is called Keep Dreaming from Seasons in Nature, and I did use that. This one I had stamped out the images, the love and the laugh. Ran out of paper that I had added in to stamp on the live, so I never stamped it and I never used these. I did stamp those 2 images you can see here. Laugh, Laugh, and Love. But it's called Live, Laugh, and Love, and it was a stamp of the month. This one is called Paper Garden, and it's just these beautiful wildflower or almost weedy type looking flowers. Didn't use those either. Not that I won't, but for this kit I did not. And then 2 sets of Stampin' Up. This one is a What I Love Celebration, and then the other one is Petal Parade Celebration stamp set. And I did use both of those. What I did was I went through and I stamped tons of images. Some of the sentiments I stamped here, and then you can see I just went through and stamped the flowers, the leaves, all different, the border pieces, the poppies, and I used the heck out of them. I fussy cut a lot of these little green pieces here. I fussy cut those. I fussy cut all the flower shapes. I fussy cut out so that I would have them to use around layouts. And I love, love, love how they all turned out. And I even have some that I did, but they're not in here because I did use them all. And I did use some arrows, stamped some arrows, but I never used any of these. So, not that they won't get used. At some point, I'm sure I have like a storage container where I keep lots of stamped images that I pull from all the time in making cards or creating kits. So this is what I have left as far as what was in the kit. I do have a lot of washi tape, but I'm getting close to the end on a lot of these because I've had them in my stash for so long. There's only a little bit left of that one. There's only a little bit left of that one, and then on the oranges there's only a little bit left of that one. So you can see I had a lot in here to start with, but I used a lot, and I also used up a roll of washi tape. Now with my embellishments, letter stickers, you know, I mean, if you use them up, you do. If you don't, you don't. And I think I didn't use all the letter stickers that I included, but I used a lot of them. And I try to be creative in how I use them. I'm not always stuck on you have to have the same font of letter sticker. If they're square tiles, as long as they are all within the same color family, I'm good with that. I had started with 3 sets of these gold glitter alphas. I went through with my Mod Podge and I painted over the top because these are Michael's brand. Yeah, Michael's brand, and the glitter would just fly everywhere as soon as you open the package. And so I went over with the Mod Podge and cleaned them up, sealed them, if you will, and got some use out of. I think for the most part, I didn't use any of these up to where I'm ready to get rid of them, but I used them a lot. You can see this is the only set, the one that I had the most of, that I did not use. There's black and white letter stickers in here and I didn't use any of them. As far as packages of embellishments go, these I had taken out, these frames I had taken out of a package from Close to My Heart. I had taken out much more than this. I used 2 that I only used half of. I cut them in half and used those halves, and then I have 1 solid one left. I'll find the package that those go into from Freckled Fawn and put those back in. I have these sentiment phrases. I started off with 2 sheets and I used 1 up. I have this and I used quite a few off there. I actually have a couple of sheets of this in my stash, and I think I have another set in another kit right now. I used quite a few of those. I used some of those. I had yellow enamel dots. I had turquoise or aqua color, and I used them both. I have 2 acrylic shapes left. I started off with more. These number acetate pieces I used several times. These doilies, I have split this package up and put it into multiple kits, and I have, I think, 3 whole pieces in here, 4 whole pieces in here, and then I actually have a half piece that I've cut. These triangles, I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left on here, and I started off with 2 partial packages. This set from a bloopers package, you can see I still got quite a bit of use out of them, even though they were bloopers. I only have 1 left on this sticker sheet. Yeah, all the others are gone. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 9 brads from this package. I did have multiple packages of brads, but I used the other package. And that's it. You can see I utilized the heck out of this kit. And I feel like I truly got my money's worth out of this kit, in the fact that of how much of my stash I got used. You know, I didn't buy the kit already put together, but it felt really good to get one of my paper pads used up. This is the washi tape roll that I have left over, and you can see it's just peeling up from the cardboard carrier underneath. And I don't remember where this came from, and I didn't write it on there. Usually now I write it on the inside where they come from. But that's the one that I used up. And you can see I have all of these empty packages and carrier sheets for things that I used up. Do you know how good that feels to know that you have used this much of your product up? Even if they were only partial packages to start with, being that, you know, I have so much stash and I very seldom throw anything away. I do clean out on occasion, but I don't throw things away. So it feels really good to get all of that used up. So most of those packages and everything will go into the trash. Let me show you the layouts that I created. Now I'll start here. This is a layout that I created of my husband and I. And you can see I have the acetate doily here and here. Those are two separate ones that I used. I have felt flowers that I had added in. I have enamel dots. That was a cut apart that I popped up. I have chipboard stickers. I have some leaves down here and here that I had stamped and cut out. Same up here, leaves that I cut out, a piece of that washi tape and scrap paper, and a label, and a label sticker. And I used all the different pattern papers that I had. These two were added into the kit. These four were already a part of. This is a 2-page layout here. Let me just make sure that you can see that. Okay. And you can see these are for my granddaughter Zoe, her gym recital. And I went through and just all the different ones with her included as she was spinning on that bar. They bounced on the trampoline. They went across the, of course, she's in the little bitties, and so their balance beam is about 6 inches off the floor. So they went through a whole routine as well as a tumbling routine across the mat. You can see I have brads that I added in. These are stamped images here. I have 4 of those. These are all letter stickers, the acetate arrows, triangles, a cut apart, wood veneer, the cork alphabet, the it was a basic gray alphabet. These are all cut aparts. I used butterfly stickers, another sticker here, a circle sticker here, enamel dots. And you can see everything was built up on basic white cardstock, and then the additional papers were added. This one is, oh, it's not a, no, this is a single page. And this is just one where she was on the trampoline. This is also gymnastics. She was just on her trampoline there. And you can see these are, I have a lot of images on here that I stamped and colored. So I have lots of floral images and leaf images in here. I have doilies there. I have the acetate numbers back behind there. I have enamel dots. I have washi tape. I have a label sticker. Yeah, I got lots of, and that one puffy alpha. I got lots of great use out of the product that I put into the kit. This one is a 2-pager. This is where she was doing, oh, there's bars over there, or where she's on the balance bar, and then starting a run for a tumbling presentation. But you can see I mix my titles up here. I mix my letter fonts up here, use stickers along here, more flowers that I created and leaves, label here, washi tape, lots of washi tape there, used an acetate piece here, or acrylic piece, the little camera, lots of enamel dots, used the word and phrase stickers along there. I just love how these turned out. This one is a single page, and this is called Today and Bloom. It is my husband, my daughter-in-law, my ex-daughter-in-law, her mom, my grandson Cameron, and my other granddaughter Shawnee. So we were all there for Zoe's, my middle granddaughter's gymnastics recital, if you will. And yeah. So those are just bleachers pictures, if you will. And so I used this paper with these poppies on the background and just added up, layered up some paper in the back, and then created this floral embellishment here, kind of like a bouquet that I would be giving her if she were walking off the mat right then. But, you know, of course it's not a real bouquet, but I love that I was able to get so much use out of all the images that I stamped. I had an acrylic piece here, chipboard words, puffy stickers, enamel dots, a brad, label stickers. I got great use out of what I put into this kit. I used the heck out of the embellishments that I put in. Another single page, that's my grandson Cameron. And it's just, today is a beautiful day. You are amazing. Label stickers, triangle stickers, washi tape, scraps of paper, enamel dots, brads, the word phrases, and I put all over the background. This was a cut apart piece that I did the journaling on. More washi tape and chipboard down here. The little arrows I used, got great use out of that. This is my ex-daughter-in-law's mom, and so this goes into my granddaughter's album, and this is her Nana. And so yeah, so it's just using scrap pieces of paper along the back, images that I stamped, felt flowers, a label sticker, a doily here, all of these chipboard here, washi tape all down here. These are just banners cut out from scrap pieces of paper, label sticker, enamel dots, brads, washi tape, yeah, you name it, and I think I used it on that. This one is a layout of my husband and son, and it is called Friends, Father and Son, and it's my husband and my youngest son, Jason. He looks so funny in that picture. He usually always has a beard. Has had since he's 30, and he's had a beard since he was like, I don't know, like 15. Anyway, so I have a piece of frame here and a piece of frame here. I have puffy stickers, brads, enamel dots, lots of scrap paper around the back side, washi tape. Not too frou-frou on this one, only because it's a guy layout. Used one of the letter stickers across the top to put the date on, and that's a cut apart piece there. This is a layout for when my middle granddaughter graduated from pre-K. This was her commencement walk as they walked into their cafeteria slash, you know, where they do all their little presentations and stuff. And you can see I just piled up flowers here, used scraps of paper in the background, put in phrase stickers here, here, and here. Used some of the triangle stickers, used enamel dots, lots of flower images, lots of scrap paper, and I really like how this one turned out. Another one of when she graduated, and this very busy background paper, but I love that the photos are so bright with all of that red, and even though there's some green, red, and yellow in the background, it balances out, if you will, I think, all that red that's in there. And so what I did was I went through, I added some phrase stickers in here. Along the back, I had some gold arrow stickers that I used. I had these cut aparts and scrap papers that I used, images that I stamped, wood veneer, washi tape, enamel dots. I used it. Just whatever I had, I used, and I really like how this one pulled together. Another one for my son. This was as my granddaughter was graduating from pre-K. He was sitting on the floor taking photos and videoing it, and so I used the acetate frame here, here, and here. I have scrap paper behind there. This is a cut apart, stickers, images that I stamped and cut out, puffy sticker, arrows, enamel dots, chipboard stickers. All of this in the background is scrap paper, and Photographer Dad is the name of the layout. This one is called The Graduate, and this was after the graduation ceremony was done. We were having cake and punch, and so this is one that I was finally able to use that flocked alphabet on that looks like, you know, high school letter jackets. That's what it reminded me of, and so I finally got to use that on this layout. You can see I had these diamond shaped stickers up here, and I used a lot, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them just there. I used stickers here and here, a label sticker here, arrows along there, enamel dots, chipboard stickers, lots of enamel dots on this one, lots of scrap paper in the background, and as well as washi tape. Then, let me set these to the side. I was done. I thought I was done creating, and then they had an online crop for Scrapbook Generation, and I opted to participate, and I still had this kit sitting on my desk because I knew I wanted to make some cards with it. But when I got to looking at it, I thought there's too much paper to not make a few more layouts. So that's what I did. This one is a 2-pager, and it's called Dance, Little Bumblebee. And this was for my granddaughter's dance recital. She had 2 parts to her dance, gymnastics and then the dance portion. This is the dance portion where she got to wear her costume as a bumblebee, put gold glitter eyeshadow on, rouge, lipstick, yeah, and a little mascara. She thought she was all that and then some. But you can see I used tons of scrap paper, washi tape. These are flower images that I stamped and cut out. There's banners out of scraps. I used enamel dots. I used these little triangle stickers, a phrase sticker. And then on this one, again, scraps of paper here and here that I just added a phrase there, and then these triangle stickers here, and then I had this wood veneer left, and then hello little bumblebee, more flowers and more banner shapes down here, than a label sticker with the date. And then this was the final one that I created, also for the Scrapbook Generation online crop. It called to use hand stitching or stitching on a layout, and so I did. I got a brand new tool. I think it's so cool. A protractor. I mean, really and truly, when you leave school, when do you think you're ever going to need one of those again? Well, I have found that I need it in my scrapbooking. I made a perfect circle without having to find something on it to, or something to lay on this to create that circle, like a plate, because my plates are all square or rectangular. So anyway, I got that protractor actually at the dollar store. So I used label stickers. I layered up flowers here that I stamped and colored and fussy cut. I have enamel dots. I have border strips. I have a brad. Yeah, I have the last of the felt flowers over here. And I used that gold alphabet that I Mod Podged over along there, and it says Gold Dust Girly because she's got the gold eyeshadow, and then that little gold and black bumblebee outfit was just too cute. Oh, and I stitched around there, and I actually went all the way around here. I went around the whole thing because I thought I might move everything over, but when I started looking at where I wanted placement, it didn't work out that way, so I moved it back over and covered that side of it. And then finally, the cards that I created. So these are images that I had stamped out for another kit, did not use them, so I kind of stacked them over to the side of my desk. You can see I have more of them here, and I just stacked them over there for if or when I get to use them. And so this one was I just puffed the image up, used some of the cutouts that I used some of the stamping, and there's no one like you. You're an original. There's no one like you. Tweet wonderful you. And you can see these are all scrap papers in the background, and they're all similar in design in that they all have 2 strips. This one has a 3rd strip because these 2 were shorter. That one's blank. This one is, I added those. I got these googly eyes recently at the dollar store, and I love that they had all these different colors in the fluorescence. They had reds, blues, greens, yellows, pinks, all in the fluorescent colors, and so I was able to use that on these images. I stamped or cut the glued the party hat on top of the bird here, and then know what I love, and then I wrote you. This one is flowers and enamel dots on the front, and the inside says thank you. This one says you're an original, and there's no one like you. This one says you're an original, thank you. These two I actually created right before I made this video, and also for the part of these were for the online crop, and then these two were for the online crop. One was to do monochromatic, and so that one was that one, and then to use the same pattern to create another layout but with different colors. So both of them are happy birthdays. They are for my granddaughters. Their birthdays are on the 18th and 19th. Zoe's is on the 18th. She'll be 6 years old. And there's hers. And then Shawnee will be 13 on the 19th, and there's hers. So both have a monochromatic even on the inside with all the orangey pinkish colors. So yeah, let me see this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 pages, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. So I feel really good about what I created with this kit. I hope I inspired you to get into your stash and to pull something out and create a kit, or create maybe a layout from what you've pulled from your stash, or create cards even. I just hope that I have inspired you to get into that older stuff that you bought because you loved. You didn't use it because it was too pretty to use, and now you look at it and you go, man, that is so old. You can still create layouts that are relevant, that are fresh, even if it is old product. You don't have to have the newest, the latest, the greatest to create layouts that look today, that look as good as anything that any of the designers are creating with the new stuff. I love how this kit came together. I love the layouts and the cards that I created with it, and I hope I inspired you to create something with your stash. So get busy. If you create a video or post someplace a kit that you've created from your own stash or layouts, I would love to see. Tag me in the bottom, and I hope this inspires you. Again, I hope it inspires you. I hope it inspires you. I hope it inspires you. Anyway, guys, I'll see you on the next video. If you like this, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up, and if you want to continue seeing videos like this, please subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye, everyone.